go over a few tips that we try to get our students and anybody working on tickets for TeamDynamix. Just in the background, some information to think about when you're answering the tickets. First of all, never give advice that you haven't tried out yourself in your sandbox. Nothing is worse than receiving advice when you're already frustrated that points to incorrect options in your interface. Click this button or do this and it doesn't work. So don't do that. Put yourself in your client's shoes. Turn on your empathy and politeness and think about what frustrations they might be feeling rather than what's the fastest way to get rid of this ticket. Use proper sentences, greetings, and signatures. There's nothing worse than seeing lowercase i's and bad grammar from somebody who's receiving response to the ticket, so make sure you're using your best university writing. Screenshots save tons of times for our users, so make sure you make use of that. Don't let tickets wait. Make sure your role has completed your part and kind and gentle nudges when you're waiting for resolutions from their behalf. Learn the system and anticipate what the client's next question is going to be and answer it. Build on your colleagues' work, but don't throw them under the bus. Check to see if any previous requests by the individual are there so you can sense what style works with them, the kind of things that they brought up in the past, especially if they have a repeating issue. That would be really helpful. Be transparent and explain how you think your response will help their issue. When you gotta escalate a ticket, include other team members in the response, and then maybe that'll be helpful to resolve it quicker. Take complete ownership of the case until you know it's been resolved. Don't just let it sit there and wait. Avoid passive-aggressive language. Actually, you should have done this. Simply put, it's click, click, click. Don't do that kind of language because it'll inflame somebody else. Reframe your response into positive language rather than negative. In other words, we can't do this, this won't work. Rephrase it and say, well, what I can do for you is this. HARP. HARP's an easy way to think through the kind of situations you're going to respond to. C stands for control the situation. A, acknowledge the dilemma. R, refocus the conversation. And P, problem solve so you leave your user feeling like they've been supported. Solve it by asking the right questions to get to the real problem. It may take a few rounds before you jump in and head off in the wrong direction. Care about getting it right. Make sure the user feels like, yep, I'm all set after your response, or you've given them an alternative that might work better. Keep your standards high and your response times low. Help users help themselves in the future. Make it easy for them to start to do that this time, but don't bail on them. Make sure that the next time they jump in, they know where to go with what you've given them.